Hey, little conditioning stuff today. Let's see. How's everybody doing?
Scott. I
Let's start off with some neck circles. We'll do that for the straight arms. So we'll get those arms squeezed and locked here. And then our neck circle from this position. And the shoulders squeezed back and together. We'll do about 2 from here. Get more shoulder in there than usual. And then we'll do the lateral circles. So get long. Wiping windows. Out front, 45-degree angle. Shoulder blades there. Back. We're going to do kind of a dynamic swing here. This is a little bit like an inverted kettlebell swing. We're just going to stretch up overhead and arch back a bit, and then kind of explosively throw our arms down. So exhale as you come down to the bottom. Dynamic warm up for the spear chain. Do our can opener drill. So hands together out front, hips stay facing forward, and I'm going to rotate through the upper chest. Do about 10 on one side, reaching a little further each time. Start small on the other side and build up. Come down to cat-cow. We'll get about 5 cat-cow. Down dog position. Drive the heels back, shrug through the shoulders, reach away. And then we'll do 3 shrugs here. So push away, squeeze together, push away, squeeze together. And then we'll come forward into a cobra. Squeeze those glutes tight. Extend through the upper part of the spine. Come down to the floor, more to the elbows, and we'll do a Sphinx pose. So here I'm really trying to keep my glutes squeezed and my belly button pulled in, and I'm trying to extend through just the upper back. I'm trying to create that active bridge position that will come up later in the workout. Trying to find contraction in my upper back, pressing up, squeezing. Maybe able to slightly straighten your arms here. 3, 2, 1. And we'll press back. Child's pose for a moment. Let that relax. Step 1 foot in to a squat, then the other. Drop into our squat position. Get in. Squat reaches. settling in our squat. And we'll pop up out of that. So we got last part of the warm up is a little more of a work. So we did the rhomboid plank, which is a face up plank where we elbows at 90 degrees and we're going to squeeze and support ourselves like on 2 benches or 2 chairs or 2 blocks. So where you put the support on your upper arm is going to really determine the difficulty. So you have 2 things, right? The lower you are, the harder it is, but also the farther out the support is toward your elbow, the harder it is. More support inward is easier. So if you did this last week, maybe it was I think 2 weeks ago that we did it, we're kind of ideally use the same setup. And we're going to just do 1 hold for time there, trying to shoot for 60 to 90 seconds. So just to review, that will look something like this, assuming I can do it. So get set up, squeeze, arms at 90 degrees, and then plank and hold like so. So go ahead, get your setup set, maybe give yourself just a pop into position for just a few 4 or 5 seconds, make sure you're in the right position and your setup's gonna work before we actually do the time set. So you wanna do at least 1 quick warm up attempt at it.
What would be some other creative? Could you do it off the couch?
As long as you have just 2 things of equal height or so, you could even approximate it on the wall. You could squeeze your elbows into the wall just slightly and then lean back. It wouldn't be quite as, I mean, you can make it fairly intense, I think. Bridge off the wall and you're just trying to touch your elbows. So let's see here. So I would be doing this. Yeah, it looked like Ronnie had it set up like this. Yeah, like I feel like this would work actually as well. You might have a little bit of a longer hold time, but okay.
One more time. I came in a little late, sorry.
Oh, oops. Do you have 2 benches or is the wall version going to be a better one for you, think?
I have something like the bench.
Yeah, you need 2 things of equal height though.
Oh, yeah. I stacked the plates together from the ground.
Yeah, you can do that. And if you're real near the ground where it's really challenging, just have the support closer to your armpit.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's basically, if you've got a higher object, you got to kind of get yourself set and then bridge up into it.
Oh, okay.
So like this. The key
Gotcha.
being that you're
Okay.
key being that you're at 90 degrees, so we don't want to be down here like this. So if I looked at you from above, you ought to look just like this. Okay, I think we're all ready. Where's stopwatch?
Where'd they go? Brought them all in.
Here. Okay, guys, if you're ready, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. Are you?
No freaking idea what we're doing.
All right, we are rolling. 12 seconds in. Try not to drop. So our goal on this one, 60 to 90 seconds, somewhere in there. If you tap out before that, just make note of where you're at. We're at 30 seconds. Oh, Jeremy's down. Yeah,
That's a hard one for me.
This one was really hard for me too. Guys, 45 seconds in. I may actually do the wall version today, honestly.
Might be like a better way to see it.
Hey. How was that, Ronnie? It looked like it builds up, right?
Yeah, it was good. I would not have worn a slippery shirt against the wall were I to do it again.
Good note, yes. Yeah, maybe the brick wall for you there.
Okay.
Almost there, 120. Anybody still going? Looks like Karen's appears still up. Nice, 3, 2, 1. Heck yeah. Okay, and then the last part of the warm up or really prep here is it has been falling at the end of the workout recently, but we'll do it at the beginning today, and that is the side lying external rotations, just a minute per side, and this is the one. It'll be a lightweight. You'll lay. So curl and tuck on your side, arm out, and then from here the dumbbell goes back and up, and we're just trying to move at a controlled pace of about a 2 count down and a 2 count up. And we're not coming into this forward sleeper stretch position. So just the back half. And we're trying to move for the full 1 minute continuously if you can. If you have to, just rest in the upright position. If you made it last time on both sides, you can add weight. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. First side, just a minute continuous. Make note of the weight you're using. If you can make it on cadence for the full minute, then we want to try and do something a little heavier in the future. Or if you're like me and you have a weak sauce side, I'm actually going to go down in weights. I haven't managed to make progress on that side yet. Halfway. Try and keep tension on the muscle so you'll come right to vertical, but not beyond. So we're trying to remove that relaxation phase that would happen if you crest the balance point. 3, 2, 1. Okay, switch over to the other side. We'll give you about 10 seconds or so to reorient yourself. Okay, you're set. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Excited if the webcam is working. Now I just have to figure out. I don't think I like the angle perfectly here. "20 seconds to go." Three, 2, 1. All right. Progress looked like everybody was able to keep moving there. Kettlebells, our dumbbell. So today we are going to do, there's really no new movement here. We've done these all a few times, but we're going to put it together now. And then it's going to kind of build it in as we go through the AMRAP circuit at the end. So we have a couple things to review. So the first thing would be the lateral push press. We did these, I think, a week ago. So whether you've got a kettlebell or a dumbbell, it's in the normal rack position. So instead of the straight dip into drive of a normal push press, what I want to do is I want to hinge back. So the side of that I have the weight on is going back, and then I'm using that to drive, and I end up facing forward. So it's really the hip moving. My back is not moving. I'm loading into that hip. So I actually end up facing to the side as I load, and then I press back forward. Okay, so grab a weight, get a few reps through that each side, kind of feel it out. Take your time. Each side tends to feel a little different side to side. But I think if you look to the side and then drive, yeah.
Is this posted?
It's not.
Did I do that again?
I didn't
You know what?
on the blog either.
Oh. Okay, so I will put it up right now. Oops. You know what I did? Oops. You know what I did is I wrote it early. And once again, my getting more into a groove and getting into a groove. I'm getting these done earlier, but I don't post them because I do them so early and I forget to post them. Oh man.
That's why you should always procrastinate.
Give it a moment there. But meanwhile, practice lateral push presses. This isn't too difficult to do for Oh, and then in my rush, of course, I posted it on the regular blog. So let me fix that. That's a quick fix, but. Okay. If you go there now and want to see the workout, it, in theory, is there.
Yep, it's there.
Oh, cool. Okay. Now, of course, then I blew this up to maximum size somehow accidentally. So I can fix that so I can see everyone and the workout. Kinds of technical difficulties here.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we'll get on lateral push press. A little extra practice there, right? Then we have the outside clean. This is also one we've done a handful of times. And this one also, it's the hips do all the work. This is the one where the kettlebell or the dumbbell starts in kind of a palms up position by your foot. And it starts from that outside swing, which is this. And we swing and bring it in and catch it. And then for the next rep, we push it out to the side, swing, load, back. I like to actually set the thing on the ground between reps, so it's a bit of a dead stop kind of thing. Dumbbell, same thing, just has a slightly different arc to it. So go ahead and give that a try for a few reps, and let's see how that looks. On the catch, remember, Ronnie, you'll actually face to the side. So you'll face the cabinets there, yeah, yep. Yes, so the catch will be this way. That's good. Looks good, Nicole, Jeremy. Yeah. Bill's beastly on this one. Get a few per side in. I like to get a few swings each side first, just to kind of groove that feeling of that lateral pattern. Remember, as you swing, you're facing the side that the bell goes to. And then the clean is a slightly lower pull, so it comes in smoothly. So now I think you can see where this is going. Is we're going to make it into sort of a clean and jerk type movement. But now it's a lateral, so it's the outside clean to the lateral press. So I will start here, same movement, I clean it, I face here on chains, I'm loaded, drive it up. So that as I come down, it's that same lateral push press. So the catch and the drive is facing to the side. Face forward at the top and the bottom. Give that a try a few times per side. It's kind of a fun movement. Might feel a tad wonky at first where you want to segment them, do the clean, pause, then do the drive. And of course, as you kind of get it, you can start. Ooh, we need some.
That is some feedback.
We need to get the little oil can out there. Squeaky wheel on the blue purple bench. Nice, Karen. try to hit the rack position on each time when you lower the weight as well, because you'll want to bring it down, load, so you get that drive out into the your next rep.
Ugh.
Yeah, fun. Okay, so then in the workout, we're gonna actually work those pieces. So the first 3 things are that. So what it will be is it's gonna be 5 of just the outside cleans. So I'll just do this for 5. I do so 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Then it's 5 of the lateral push presses per side. So 5 here, 5 here. Then you put them together for 5 per side. So they go through sequentially. So bottom half for 5, top half for 5, all together for 5. Then you can set that aside, and we have a slightly different Renegade row complex today, which is, it's a little bit like the Man-Maker, but not a full one. So it's, set the bells down, it's row on one side, push up, row on the other side, jump your feet in, deadlift the bells. So no clean, squat clean thruster. So it's back down, row, push up, row, deadlift. If anyone has just one implement that you need to do that with, the variation there is going to be to do your 5 rep rows on one side, 5 rows on the other side. So let's see, how will that go? You'll need to do row, hand it over, row, and deadlift. So you'll just be doing, a single arm deadlift. And then 50 heavy rope singles, jump rope singles, regular rope singles. If you don't have a jump rope, just bounce in place and mimic the movement. Or you could do jumping jacks, but that'll take twice as long, so I don't recommend that. Actually, jumping jacks would probably work for about 25 reps. Okay, so set for that. Dumbbells and a kettlebell would be the ideal thing here. We have 15 minutes. The time clock, that's another thing. Now that this is all switched, I was waiting to mount the time clock permanently until this was all kind of switched and ready. So now I have to think about that. Okay, are we ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. So outside clean. So Karen, it's the outside clean. So it's a swing across the body. And then on the out, remember to start the next rep, we project it out and then it swings across. And after 5 per side, 5 lateral push presses per side. Oh.
You want to just pick something that you can do all the moves with, or do you want to change weights? If you're like, the push is a little hard with the 35 for me, but the swings.
I would say on this, just keep the weight the same.
I would do with.
Yeah, because you
35.
put them together in the clean to push press, because you've got to use the limiting factor weight anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this one's more kind of a skill and conditioning. So with the weight is a little light on one side, it's just more aerobic, which is sort of what we want anyway. These are starting to look a little more comfortable. By the last round will be. So as you go through this complex, remember at the top of the lockout of the push press, your weight should look as if you did a normal one. So we're actually finishing facing forward on this push press. Kettlebell looks beastly, Sarah. Stack of plates.
How many rounds of that? Or do we just go right into the renegade row?
An AMRAP, yep. So after you've done the 5 outside, 5 laterals, and then 5 of the combinations, then it's the renegade row. For renegade row complex for 5. And 50 heavy rope singles. Regular jump rope singles if you have that. Ah, Karen's got a heavy rope now, I see. Nice. Jeremy, it's good there. Four and a half minute mark. Figured this would be about 3 rounds and change or so. Looks like about what we're on pace for. Wait. It's gonna be good for this. Probably that. Into second round here. Nice, Jeremy. That's a great version with the dumbbell. Cecile, yeah. Good. Nice, Karen. Those are looking good now. Smoother. outside. About the halfway mark. Yeah. What weight are you going with there, Jeremy?
45.
35?
45, yeah.
45, yikes.
That's just so.
Yeah. Alright. Cool, once these movements come together and start looking grooved. You know, you pick the movement up pretty quickly. Just past the 10-minute mark. Starting to get light out there. Third round here. And you finish the third round. 3.5 minutes left. contemplating what weights to try to do this with. Two and a half minutes. Awesome. 1.5 minutes. 'Looks like Karen's going to finish the third round here. Have 1 minute left. Ronnie's got the fourth round. Seconds. Go. 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, happy Friday. Oh. Sort of a natural feeling movement once you get the hang of it, right? It's kind of, yeah.
I'm awake now.
What's that?
I'm awake now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool is we actually work in spirals more than we do in straight lines. So that's these movements actually come more naturally, or should groove more naturally than some of the other ones actually. So we are on to range circuit B. This would be the same one we did on Tuesday. So 4 rounds. We've got 5 of everything except a 10-second hold on the one. So we've got the kneeling arch. So to review that one again, you probably want to add your knees. And so from this upright position, toes pointed, I want to squeeze my glutes hard. I'm trying to start at the top of the spine and arching. So I'm kind of like doing that active sphinx and then going back as far as I feel like I'm going to be able to come back from under control. Now, a little refinement I didn't mention before is we want to come back in that same arched pattern. So I don't want to have to come back like this, where I like break at the hips and then come around. That would be a fault. I lost the strength to come back. So try to keep the hips open, curl back up. So it should look like a reverse wall peel, basically. So 5 of those, and we talked about having a target, maybe a bench or a chair to lower your head to. Take the first round of the 4, very, very easy. When I do them very easy. And then the second round, for whatever reason, always feels like I can go way further. So you can progress through it rounds. The second one is the wide grip pullover. So this one, you need a bench or a chair to lay on, or if you have a long foam roller, that works. And this is the one where we're going to actively stretch our shoulders. So it's kind of like a pass through, but we want to stick to a range that we can not pass through. So I'm going to retract arms straight, back into a stretch, and then I'm going to bend my arms a little bit. I'm going to try to pull the stick toward the floor, hold for a 3 count, and then back. And if you have little weight plates, you can start weighting it. Ideally, you'd be able to get up to like 10 or 12 pounds on the stick for this eventually. Then, so 5 of those. And then you've got the 5 supinated arching hangs. So from the pull-up bar, under grip, full hang and stretch, squeeze the shoulders back, arms are straight for as much as you can. Hold for a 3 count, back to full stretch. If you don't have a pull-up bar, what we will do here is the Cobra on the ground like we did from the warm-up, so classic Cobra arching. So it has some of the similar effects. And the final thing will be a 10-second gymnastic bridge hold with your feet probably up on something to press up. Or if that's not in the cards yet, a shoulder bridge. Oops. Sorry. Maybe you don't hit my camera here. Forgot I aimed at the pull-up bar. Shoulder bridge would be grabbing your feet, packing your shoulder blades together, and then pressing up into a bridge from there. Gymnastic bridge, of course, we're going to press up into the full deal if you can and hold for 10 seconds. Okay, so let's roll through that. Smooth and steady. Take minimal rest. So if you're set, let's go ahead and kneeling arch. Here we go. Squeeze back, pause, back up. First round a little on the easier side and then build up as we go. These are progressing already. Yeah, nice, Jeremy. There, good. These are essentially a extreme sit-up variation. This is kind of like a natural GHD sit-up, I guess. Pullovers. Grab your stick, weight plate if you've got it. 5 pullovers. While you're actively pulling that stick in, pull and contract for 1, 2, 3 each rep, and then back. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Progress there. Nicole, at the bottom there, you could pull the stick in just a bit. So bending when you get full stretch, bend your arms slightly. Yeah, and pull down. You feel how that hits a little bit more of the upper pec there?
Yeah.
Yep. That is it. And as soon as you're done with that, over to the bar, 5 arching hangs. Try to pause and control that top position for a moment each rep. Back to full stretch between reps. You're trying to get that full open hang, biceps in the ear. So we're making it the biggest range of motion we can. And as soon as you're done with that, 10-second bridge of whichever form is appropriate for you. And this one also, you can start easy and work your way up more difficult as we go through the rounds. Yeah, nice, Karen. Up in the bridge. Yeah, Sarah. Sarah's got a spectacular bridge there. That's Jeremy. Just really squeeze those hips up as high as you can. Yeah, Ronnie. Good stuff. Garrett is frozen in mid pullover. Nice, Nicole. That's improved. As soon as you finish, you're right back to your kneeling arch. Maybe it'll get a little further this time. That was awesome. Oh, there's Jared. You held a really long pullover stretch there. Those of you that are starting to get good range on these arches, you can start looking behind you and sort of spotting where you're at. Ooh. That's awesome. Some open shoulders here. You've made an obstacle course there, Nicole.
Yeah.
Bridges. Nice. Karen, do you have a low box or something, maybe about 10 inches high sitting around? You might try, if you do, you might try your next set with your feet on the box. It'll help you stack over your, yeah, perfect. Yeah, I like to kind of catch the corner of the box in the arch of my foot and then press up, and then that will let you stack over your shoulders over wrists a little more and get probably a deeper shoulder stretch out of it.
Okay. Yeah, a month ago, it was like, it hurt to do it. I'm getting a lot better.
Oh, I didn't get any of that, unfortunately.
Can you hear me now?
A little better.
I said I couldn't even hardly do that a month ago.
Nope, that didn't come through either.
Like you're covering the microphone or something.
Yeah, it almost sounds, yeah, it sounds muffled, like something's on the microphone. Here we go, round 3. Awesome. These are starting to look easy for folks. swings look like they're improving quite a lot. I'm seeing good range of motion on those. Go, bridge away. Oh, walk-in bridge. Nice. Oh, yeah. Excellent. Okay, as you get into round 4 on this last set of kneeling arches, see if you can break a little bit of new ground. The last one. Yes. Oh, yeah. Hand touchdown. I saw that.
Hey Scott, any tips to when you're moving into those positions and you may start to get dizzy? And oxygen.
Don't forget to breathe. Yeah, with bridging, I do know people will hold their breath.
Okay.
So that could be one part. Yeah, those arching positions can be, you just want to be a little careful with them at first. So, yeah, it looked like you were getting some new movement on that last one there. Right, just about wrapped up with. Yeah, that's Ronnie. It's got come along over the course of the workout. It's good. Yeah, Jeremy did it. Oh, you're there. There's a point. So right.
Get the arms locked out on that one.
Yeah, so the trick is a little bit like once you get there and you can kind of stall on your head, I find you can reposition your hands a bit and then
Okay.
push up from there. So like maybe the next time through,
I took it. I've practiced it.
Yeah, give it another try. Oh, good. I saw some good improvements as we went, and yeah, great stuff. So let's finish that with just decompressing the spine a bit after bridging. It's always good to do that. So a few ways we can do this. I'll show you one I don't think I've done recently. So basically, you're just gonna sit on the ground, your legs out in front of you. You're gonna take your hands and grab somewhere underneath your knees. And then what we're gonna try to do is focus on rounding the upper back. So I'm trying to take my sternum back. I'm making an upper back stretch by rounding more, and then I can use my breath here to kind of release the back, inhale in between my shoulder blades. And I can pull a little bit more. So it's a shoulder stretch and upper back stretch. We're just trying to get as much rounding and flexion here as you can. And last one from there. Flip over, we can go to child's pose position, get a few relaxed, chilled out breaths here. All right. Yeah, happy Friday. Our